Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are reviewing Pokemon Sword. But before we actually get into the review, just a reminder that currently my merch store does have the Turkey Ninja shirt with the apron, the t-shirts for both men and women, hoodies for both men and women, a contrast mug, and a full color mug, as well as a Nod t-shirt. If you guys want to know what the cheapest one is, it is the contrast coffee mug. I know you can't see it with the stupid recording thing, but it's there. So definitely check that out if you guys want to. Always linked down in the description below. The contrast mug is the same price as my book, which is also always available down in the description. But anyways, guys, let's get straight into the video talking about Pokemon Sword. So first off, I do have to say that Pokemon Sword is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Like, that's incredible. I was kind of in the same group of people who was a bit upset about the national dex not being available with every single Pokemon. But honestly, after thinking about it a bit more, I did kind of realize that it wasn't really a huge deal. While it is annoying that literally none of the starters are actually going to be in this except for Charizard, and of course the new ones, obviously I'm a bit upset about that, but I mean, what are you going to do? Still, obviously, I'm going to be upset about Charizard. The whole Charizard thing is stupid, but that's beside the point. Let's actually talk about the game. So, first off, Pokemon Sword is a good game. It's one of the top games, I would say, for Pokemon. The thing is that my two favorite games are Heart Gold and Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. So basically Gen 4. With very close coming is the Gen 6 games. Love them. They're some of the best. With Gen 2 and Gen 1 being close to that. But honestly, I'm actually thinking that this might actually go above the Gen 2, Gen 1, and Gen 3. Which is honestly incredible. Because Gen 7 and 5 are my least favorite gens, which I think I've explained Gen 7 before, but I could be wrong. But Gen 5, it's mostly because the anime sucks. If you haven't seen the anime, then good. But honestly, this game is honestly fantastic. It was designed well. The characters have good backstories and stuff, and they actually feel believable. Now, currently, I've only played the game fully in Japanese, aside from the post-game, which I'm currently working on. So, yeah, post-game is what I'm currently working on, but I have played through the entire full game in Japanese, and I am currently doing my Nuzlocke in English, which, if you guys haven't seen that, the most recent video is up in the iCards, so definitely check that out. Well, most recent that I've recorded. So, yeah. But it's still a great game, nonetheless. Now, obviously, there are going to be some issues that everyone's going to have. There are a few moments where I did get a frame drop or two, but it's honestly very, very rare, so don't worry too much about that. I don't really like autosave. Even though they do have an autosave feature, which works fine, it's just I always feel more comfortable knowing that I'm actually saving than having an autosave. So honestly, if you if you're like me, don't then turn off autosave, and you'll be fine. It's honestly not a huge deal. So yeah, probably one of the worst features of it. Am I upset about no national dex? Honestly, no. There are plenty of Pokemon, and catching all of them, while it is challenging, is honestly kind of rewarding for what you have. As for what Pokemon are actually in here, holy crap, there are a lot of Galarian forms. Like, most of the Galarian forms that they show in the that they've shown in the trailers and stuff, that's hardly the tip of the iceberg, which is actually kind of funny because they actually created an ice type Mr. Mime, which I still have no idea why they would do that to themselves. It's honestly so stupid. But yeah, there is a whole bunch of Galarian forms. They have so many Gen 5 ones, which, I'll be honest, some of the Gen 5 redesign, like Galarian forms, are 1,000 times better than the originals. Holy cow. Like, Yamask, honestly, I think Yamask and Cofagrigus are 1,000,000,000 times better. And I'm not really certain about, I think Galarian Meowth doesn't evolve into Persian, because there's a different thing. Honestly, I'm not certain on the names because of the fact that like I said, I'm currently playing it in Japanese, and that's not their names. So, yeah, not 100% certain on if it's a Persian or if it's a new evolution. Obviously, there is some really amazing Pokemon throughout the entire game. So, yeah. So, honestly, I think that the Pokemon, it's fine. Now, the gym badge, the whole gym trials and stuff, they are so much more fun than you could have ever imagined. It's a good combination of both the trials from the Alola games and gyms from previous games, except that the trials are a lot more implemented into the. It's basically a lot more challenging stuff that you have to do outside of the combat, and it's honestly amazing. I love it. So, yeah, you go through that. Fun. Then, of course, we have to talk a little bit about the linearity. Yes, there is a bit of linearity, because you do have to go from each gym to the next, but I believe that there is some stuff that you can actually skip over. Like, I don't think that you have to defeat the if it's Sword, I don't think that you have to fight the fighting type gym before you fight the fairy type gym. And I don't know how it works for Shield. I haven't actually tested it in actual gameplay, but yeah, that's impressive. There is so much more lore to it. But as for the actual Pokemon, the box art Pokemon, they do have some importance to the series, to the whole story. Basically, the professor's granddaughter is actually doing a lot of research about these Pokemon, and you get to see her doing her research throughout the entire thing. And eventually, you do eventually save the day and go off to, and everything is nice and hunky-dory. However, you do not actually catch these guys in the actual main story of the game, which is honestly really shocking. You do team up with them before you actually defeat the champion. However, you do not actually get to catch them until the post-game, which I haven't actually caught them myself yet, so that's something to keep in mind. But instead, you have to there is a legendary that you do catch, but you don't catch the main legendaries, which honestly is fine, but it's kind of shocking, needless to say. As for the evil teams, there is an evil team with Team Yell, but really they're just a bunch of dorks. It's basically, as far as I gather, I'm pretty sure that it's that the second to last gym leader, is what's her name's father or something like that. Someone who really cares about her, and as such, he wants her to win, and his people decided that they wanted to stand against her, or stand against anyone to basically make sure that she wins. And that's basically all it is. They're just fans. Fans of the gym leader, fans of whatever her name is. I keep forgetting what her name is. And that's all. They're really just a bunch of dorks. What's actually kind of funny is that everyone knew this, but Chairman Ross is completely the bad guy. Like, he is wanting to do something, and it's honestly unclear exactly because I was playing it in Japanese, but it's just ridiculous that he's just... I don't really consider it spoilers because literally everyone, the second they saw him, was just like, oh, he's the bad guy. Nobody questioned it, so yeah, there's that. So yeah, honestly, it's a great game. I think that it's kind of interesting though that that it's almost an open world, because they have this huge open area with that you are actually able to control the camera using the right Joy-Con or right joystick, which honestly is amazing that we finally get an open world. But it's currently just the first steps. Like I said, it does still have the linearity. Lots of stuff that you are just quite simply not able to... You're not able to go to certain places. You have to go in the path. And yes, eventually these areas open up, but for the beginning, you have to do some interesting things, which obviously is complicated. So yeah, honestly, it's still a fun game, and honestly, I really think that it will be a game for the ages. I do have to say, though, that I wish it wasn't as expensive as it was. The game is $60, which, for a Switch game, it makes sense, but honestly, here's the thing, Nintendo. You're starting to lose fans. Let's be honest. Nintendo, you're losing fans. Yes, there are going to continue to be those people who are going to continue to pay you. Because, let's be honest, it's the family-friendly console. The console where people get to go and they get to have fun with their families. Heck, there's Super Smash Bros., there's Pokemon, there's all these amazing games. But as we continue, you have to understand that Nintendo is going to start losing fans before long. While the Switch was a great decision, their decision to add the payment thing seemed bad. The simple fact of the matter is that they decided that they were going to start off without that payment plan, which means that all of these games that had online services were completely free to do those things, and you didn't have to worry about it at all. You just buy the game for $60, which there's still $60, and you can play online, which means great option for things like Splatoon 2, Super Smash Bros., other games that I haven't played. But then there is what happened when they added it. Pokemon Sword and Shield, of course, have a lot of online service things. Let's say you and your friend want to share what your cards look like, your cool little nice cards. Too bad, one of you doesn't have the payment plan. Whoops, now you can't afford it. You don't have it? Congratulations. Your friend can't get your card and you can't get their card because the code is hidden behind the frickin' online service. Oh, you want to play Splatoon? Well, you gotta pay for it. You paid $60 for this game, but nope, you still gotta pay an extra whatever the cost is every month just so that you can play with your friends, or not even with your friends, because there's not actually a setup for that. Literally the only game that I've ever played on my Switch that I did not have to pay for any online service was Fortnite, which I honestly only got it because of the fact that Punisher Matt wanted it. And let's be honest, he didn't have a Switch and didn't really have any other way to play it when we were hanging out. So I let him use my Switch. And that's basically it. No other games allow me or anyone else to play with our friends at all. And even the setups for Super Smash Bros., really the best options are to host a party, bring your friends over, play the game, which again means that you need to have a whole bunch of these, which cost ridiculous amounts of money. Honestly, the thing is that this whole service is really badly designed. And considering the fact that the whole purpose of the Switch is to be able to play on the go, it means that things like, oh, I have a friend that I'm hanging out with. And I'm playing Pokemon Sword. They're playing Pokemon Shield. Hey, friend, you wanna trade? Oh, wait, you don't have the option to trade because of the fact that you don't have the frickin' service. It's honestly an awful decision that needs to be rectified. If they're going to do something like this, they need to organize it to be better. And right now, I don't see it working out that way. So, yeah. Which is actually another important point. I bought this Switch when I bought Splatoon. So, yeah. And I only got like a few months to be able to play it because that was around the time that they decided, hey, yeah, it's gone now. Your free ability to play it is gone. Too bad. I don't know. It was honestly awful. And yes, the PS4 and the Xbox have those, which honestly, it makes some sense. But the thing is that they started with it. And any games that don't have it, that don't require it, don't require it. So frickin' fix your frickin' problems, Nintendo. Sorry, bit of a rant there. But even still, Pokemon Sword is good. If you have a Switch, definitely consider it. But I would if prices would if any Nintendo prices actually went down, then I would say wait. But considering the fact that games that came out with the Switch are still $60, I don't think it's going to go down anytime soon. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys thought of this video. Of course, let me know what you guys think of Pokemon Sword. Leave your theories on anything that I talk about on this channel down in the comments below. Make sure to use the hashtag theory review so that you can show up in my fan theory review video. Of course, I think I said if you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, ring that notification bell, check out the merch store if you want to support the channel even more, and of course, buy the book. Seriously, please buy my book. I honestly can't afford to make the second book, really, right now, and I'm really wanting to. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys thought of everything. But anyways, guys, I have been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys in the next video. But on!